Hi devs, I have another code review tip. Today's tip covers how to write effective comments in a review. Well, at Google, when we were choosing new readability reviewers, these are engineers who would mentor all the other Google engineers on writing great code. One of the primary factors that went into our decision was their demeanor during a review. This means that we made sure their comments were helpful and not hurtful. Okay, so how can we write helpful comments? Well, the review context can have an impact, but many things are applicable almost always. One is to make the severity of your comment obvious, such as using nit to indicate small items that don't really need to be fixed, or major for things that must be fixed. When writing comments, think carefully about how the comment will come across to another person. It's always a good idea to think, how would I react if someone sent this comment to me? Then reword it until you would find it helpful and not hurtful. Remove all criticism and don't use demanding words. A reviewer should almost never insist that a change be made, or even write in a way that comes across like it is insisting. For example, don't say, change this variable name to foobar. Instead, say something like, maybe foobar would be a better name. But even that comment isn't really very helpful. The best reviewer comments make polite suggestions, and they also explain why the suggestion was made. So in this case of the name, maybe it was made because the original name didn't really describe the variable's purpose. Well, if so, say so. This is especially important when suggesting large changes such as refactorings. Now, so for example, this would be a good comment. While I can see what the code does, I'm struggling to understand why that's necessary. Would a comment explaining why help me out? Keep in mind, though, that it's not necessary to put every one of your brilliant thoughts into the review comments. Only put it there if it will truly be helpful. If you just can't keep that brilliant idea to yourself, go talk to the developer in person. If they take your suggestion and submit the changes, great. But if they don't, remember not to take it personally. There may be 1,000 good reasons why that suggestion wasn't quite right for this pull request. Now that last sentence, that there may be 1,000 reasons why the suggestion wasn't quite right, really sums up the attitude that a reviewer should have when writing comments. You, the reviewer, are looking for serious shortcomings, but mostly you are there to be helpful and to suggest possible improvements. It is up to the developer, not you, whether or not those suggestions are taken. Approach the review with this attitude and you are more likely to maintain harmony and perhaps ironically, more likely to have your suggestions listened to.